All right, welcome everybody. How we all doing out there today in the end of the I should say the beginning of the end of the apocalypse, right? I think that's a little more fitting. Good news today all over the world, boys and girls, as countries, cities, states, provinces all over the world do begin to open up and peek their heads outside of the door. I believe that this first phase of this worldwide pandemic is slowly coming to an end, and all that just means is that we're going to go into the second phase, which is really just how to actually the changing of all of our lifestyles, right? And that's just what's going to take hold of the whole world. There's going to be a changing of lifestyles. Handshakes were so 2019, you know what I'm saying? Hugs, so 2019. I mean, that's all over, right? From now on, it's I'm not sure what we're gonna do. You can't even do the damn elbow bump because that's inside of the social distancing guidelines. So I do want to say that there's a bunch of positive stuff. There's that's on the horizon. Something I really do want to point out to everybody out there. If you guys haven't had a chance, this is actually super, super important. The CDC just released a brand new thing on the COVID deaths, right? So it was just released yesterday. I think this is it right here. Is this one just up? There you go. May 5th. I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at this, but it was very interesting what happened yesterday on the CDC website. They dialed back the total number of COVID deaths in the United States to 39,000, right? Which is far, far lower than where the 68 odd 69,000 are on social media, not social media, but the MSN, right? The the fake news, right? It's all fake news. Everything out there is fake news nowadays, right? But I mean, if you look out here for America, I mean, you go and you search for it. It's 68,000, right? Let's go over here. We're just gonna randomly search deaths from coronavirus, right? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's see what we got here. No, 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 no. Worldwide. There you go. 69,000 deaths in the U.S. Quite a difference on these non governmental websites, right? I mean, there's just these non governmental websites that clearly have the numbers, or somebody's got the numbers, right? I just want to talk to you about that just for a second. So I don't know if you guys all know, but we had a $75 billion, 75 billion for hospitals. So we had $75 billion just reached for hospitals, right? $75 billion, which is crazy. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Now, your hospital technically kind of needs to be affected by, coronavirus. He whose hospital has the most coronavirus in it gets the bigger bag of the money, but $75 billion, right? And all the while, you've got hospitals. You've basically got hospitals laying people off left and right. I mean, it's crazy, right? I mean, hospitals are laying off they just had an announcement the other day that in California, right? In California, they just laid off like 14,000 hospital workers. And the reason behind this is because number one, in the stay-at-home orders, when you look at this, it's because they're not allowing people to go have elective surgeries. And what you mean by elective surgeries is you can't just go have. No, we're not talking about like a boob job or something like that, right? We're talking about a serious surgery that you would otherwise have had to had. They're postponing those surgeries and they're just punting them down the line. So there's just no people. They're afraid to bring people in the hospitals. If you come in the hospital, you get coronavirus, and die, your family's gonna be a wee bit upset and probably sue the living bejesus out of the hospital. So that's one reason why people are being laid off from the hospitals, right? But another thing is that you've got these hospitals that are all got their hands out. So what my funk is you got this 69,000 over here, little high compared to the government's 39,000. Now, if you do add in deaths with pneumonia and COVID, which is a little odd, You do add another 17,000, so it comes out to be like 55, 56,000. Still a far cry from the 70,000 over here, right? Still a far cry. 13,000 people. Every life is important, right? But what I think is going on is I think that there's a fudge factor, let's call it, right? There's a fudge factor. And that fudge factor is, yeah, mark him down as COVID. We need these numbers so we can go to for our federal loan, right? For our federal grant. These are grants, or I don't know. I'm not sure if they're loans or grants, but the hospitals will never pay that back. So, but I think what they're doing is they're inflating the numbers for monetary gain and the chance to get a part of that $75 billion pie. So I just, what, I've asked for some very simple things on my Twitter. If you guys go back to my Twitter, some of the things I've been asking for, it's just really simple. Tell me how many people have been diagnosed with COVID. Line one, column one. Column two, how many people have recovered from it, right? And if we don't know, why don't we know? Just, if someone gets it, we need to have follow up to track that and trace that, right? How many people have recovered? They're doing great in Germany. They're doing great in Thailand. They're doing great all over the world, being able to detail out these reports and plans. Number three is how many people have died. We all want to know what the fatality rate of this is. It's a very simple factor of letting us know how serious it is. It's very important. But lastly, and the most important thing is how many hospital beds are available. And that's what I want to know. How many people are in the hospital at this very moment, day by day, so that I can also make a better calculated risk assessment personally to decide whether I or someone I know should go out into, the greater common area. I mean, it's that simple. If you tell me there's 99 hospital beds total and 97 of them are full, of COVID patients, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta understand that there might not be a spot for you. But that's just not what the facts are right now. Right now, the facts are that there's a massive amount of the hospital beds are available. Massive amount of these ventilators are available. And one of the things, guys, I've read some atrocious things on the ventilators. Like if you get it, the last thing you want to do is go on these damn ventilators. They seem to do a lot of damage to people in the long run. So just be very careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like every means should be taken before you go on one of those ventilators to keep your ass alive. All right. So I just wanted to go over this really important because this is such a detrimental thing, not just to the world, right? But this also goes all the way down to, this comes back to crypto, right? If people are not out there generating revenue worldwide, people don't have the funds to buy crypto. And we've talked about this. The retail buyer has slowly dried up in crypto over the years. The retail buyer, they're just not a believer anymore like 2017, right? There's just, they've lost that loving feeling, right? I've lost that loving feeling. They just have. The retail buyer has got their hand slapped, got burned, got whatever, and I just feel that the retail buyer at this point is still fearful to jump into the market. The market is still being controlled by the market makers. It is the whales. And the less expendable income that is out there, the less the harder it is going to be to get retail buyers to come back into the marketplace. So I just, and that goes for everything. That goes for shit. That goes all the way down to buying a goddamn lap dance, right? If you want to go get a damn lap dance and you got, no money in the bank, you ain't going to go buy a lap dance, right? You're not going to go to a bar and buy an extra beer. You're just going to buy beer at home, right? You're not going to go get takeout at some fancy restaurant. You're just going to, get some DiGiorno pizza and throw it in the microwave, right? Like every good bachelor in crypto does, right? So that's one thing. There's really been a tightening on expendable income worldwide right now, and it's just something we all need to be really cognizant of. as we move forward and set our targets up for Bitcoin. So it's super important that we all just keep an eye on the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture. Back to this. So listen, 12 hour. To me, the 12 hour, it's this thing looks a little bit more like a bearish triangle. It's just a smidgen more than a bearish triangle, rather than this bullish flag, right? I mean, there's your bullish flag right there. This is your bearish triangle. I mean, now we did just throw in this beautiful little 4 hour inverted hammer. So I expect some upside, which is great, fantastic, hunky-dory. But like, there's just this, when the red, so if you don't know, guys, this is the God Mode 3.1. I've been using this. I love it. Great indicator. So what happens is the blue is your slow moving price action. This is the slow. Go up, bull. Go down, bear. Very simple, but this is slow. This is methodical. The green is your this is your day trading line. Green is your day trading line. Up Z quicksy, down Z quicksy, up Z quicksy, down Z quicksy. Same thing, right? The red is kind of your medium. It's more of your medium. So this is longer term. Blue is longer term. Red is medium. And then the green is your day trading, right? So one of the things I want you to take a look is these little dots. These little dots are your warning dots, right? They're almost work as like support, right? They're like little support dots, right? And if you look over here, when you break free of the little support dots, like look, the support dots held and picked it back up, and they held, and then boom, as soon as that support dot gave out, look at that big candle right there, right? Bam, just gone. Right, support dots just at the top side. These basically are just showing you support. They're also showing a form of, hey, this is kind of getting a little bit exhausted, it's starting to wear out. Watch out, be careful for a dump. Like here, see there it forms. You lose the bottom dot support and you get a dump, right? So, these are what you kind of look for to show a little bit of exhaustion for pullbacks, okay? And this goes, and what I got pulled up right here, this is actually 2016, July 2016, which is, we all know, the halving, the 2016 halving, ran into that baby, and then we dumped out, right? So the July 9th was right about here. So this is right about here, and then you can see we just had kind of a little poke up, and then it just fell over on us one more time, right? And then we had the long run forever, all right? I also want to go ahead and show you one more thing. Double top on the line chart. So the line chart did give us a double top signal right here. And I like to have these double tops. Like I go back here, look, double top, double bottom. I love these things. These like to show up, these double tops. Look at that was a double top right there. Negative, right? But I love to look for the line chart giving these double tops and double bottoms. It does look, that's a double top right there. Nope, that was more like an inverted head and shoulders right there. But look at this big head and shoulders right here. It's kind of hard if this is a big head and shoulders right here on a much more massive timeline. I don't. I mean, it's possible, and I can draw that out right here. See, bang, bang, bang. I mean, you'd have to do something like come all the way back down to like there, something like that, But I just it's this double top up here that I find very, very sexy and appealing, right? That double toppy right there, very good one, just like that one. I liked it. Nice pullback, and then the big dump down, right? So, moving right along. The longs to shorts. Nothing on the longs to shorts. We're watching the short. The longs dump out a little bit here. So the longs continue to dump out a little bit. Shorts, no confidence in a short right now. So the shorts on Phoenix are not really going anywhere, doing anything. Interesting. So the TTM squeeze indicator, right, has kind of topped out right here. Last couple times it topped out, it had a little pullback there. Last time it came up here and topped out, it had a little pump up and then a pullback, but it gave you a nice little warning. Nothing. This has just been a one pure pink run, just one run for the heavens. Man, you look at the candles over here on the CME futures. I mean, Jesus, can you get any more of a freaking bearish candle than that? I mean, Mama Papa, take me to the river. Jesus, folks. Like, short that candle all day and twice on Sunday. Like, how do you not short that freaking candle? That's just, you have to. Look at these, the gaps just keep like open, close, open, close, open, close. All right, moving along. ADX chart. Right, here's the ADX trend chart. ADX trend chart, remember we called this is the thing we were watching. Remember we were watching this, if you go back and we were watching, hey, watch this, it's going to go crazy, woohoo, and then it went crazy and things were everybody's all squishy, hunky-dory, right? I also went back to look at this in the 2016, that's where I'm at back here, 2016, and the histogram was actually headed in the opposite direction, which is very interesting. Histogram was heading completely in the opposite direction. Where we're moving up right now. We're clearly moving up. So the trend is clearly moving up. Now, when the blue and the pink do cross, it is a bearish cross, right? So it is a bearish cross. You do get a dump. So you take a look right there. See, there's the cross right there. And then you do get a pullback. There's that pullback right there. So, I mean, we're right on it. You know, we're right on it. But there's no reason this just can't fuck around and pop up one more time. There's just absolutely no reason. OBVs for the living Jesus Lord. I mean, the OBV is just run, 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 run. Like this thing is just, look at this OBV line. Seriously, I'm telling you guys, look at the OBV on the weekly. Never even took a breath. Never even took a breath. Just ran like a beast. Ran like a champ. Just kept running. Unbelievable. You go over to the 3-day, you see this trend line. This is our short trend line. This is basically our short and long trend line right here now. This is the one we're playing. Yeah, break this trend line. You just short the living freaking bejesus out of it. Right? You short the living bejesus out of it. You can see we're clearly on the top side. Trying to pull back here. It'd be interesting to see if we can finally get some kind of a pullback. But, I mean, at this point, boys and girls, this existing trend line, we've talked about this, touch. I mean, it touched it. You know, it's got rejected every single time it came up here. We have had a very nice run on the Stokes. So the Stokes had a nice run. Stokes trying to cross bullish on the monthly, which is very, very interesting. After we had that bearish cross, right? We finally had that bearish cross right here on that Stokes. So that did cross bear. And let's go. Not chalking money flow. Nothing, kind of money moving sideways. Maybe some people taking some profits out of the market right now, but that's all I can see right here on the chalk and money flow. Nothing super crazy. Hash ribbons. Listen, guys, I'm going to do a video on the hash ribbons. If you don't have the hash ribbons, please get it on your indicators. One of the members pointed this out to me. I, for now, forever, am going to use the hash ribbons. There it is. Capriole. Use the hash ribbons with Capriole. This is super, super important. We all need to be using this. Hash ribbons. This thing gave a beautiful buy call. Beautiful buy call. Now, it is flashing up a warning sign, this warning red sign right here. And what this does is this little warning red sign says, hey, could be a pump coming, but then it pulls back. So I've gone back, I've back tested this right here, and there's a little pump, and then it comes back down. Once again, lots of really confusing freaking indicators right here, boys and girls. Lots. 3-hour candle, 2 3-hour day bear candles, 6 hours and 23 minutes to close this out. You're going to have a double doji top. So you're going to have a double doji top up here on the 3-day and 6 hours and 23 minutes. Also, this is super crazy. Like, I want you guys to take a look at this. Over here on the MACD, look at this. 9 bars. We've had 9 daily bar runs. Like, the last time we had 9 daily bar runs was like, it's just insane. Like, 9 daily bar runs was 2017, right? 2017 is the last time you had 9 daily bar runs. And since then, every time we've got close, 8 or 9 daily bar runs, we get some kind of massive pullback, right? So it's usually like you just can't cluster them all together without getting a pullback there. Like we're on 9 daily bars, and usually there's a pullback right about now, right? Once again, I fucking don't know what's going on, man. I really wish I could help you guys out. All right, support. 8,000. If this goes, I don't think the 12-hour support holds. Other than this to prove that this is a bearish triangle. If this drops back down here, and it'll just wick out, it's just going to show that this is a bearish triangle is all it is. Right? Nothing, 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 nothing. I got nothing. Nothing. Any run's going to be big. 2-day candle, guys. I just, 2-day, 4-day, 4-day bearish, 3-day candles bearish. Daily candles all fucking just bearish. This doesn't mean shit though. Doesn't mean shit. Let's use this chart right here. So I'm gonna use this chart right here, okay? So right now, this is I'm just gonna do a simple. I mean, I don't know how simple it is, right? 6 days to this is a FA play here, not a TA. Past. That dump. I mean, the lowest I could see is like 4,600, right? It's 50%, right? To, I would say 6,500. If we're gonna get the halving dump, it's gonna be in that range, right? I mean, it's just gonna be in that range. It's hard for me to see this thing going any freaking lower, right? Post halving is the pump. So post halving, my target is still that 11,800. The reason why I have that 11,800 is simply because it's where we have a gap. We have a big gap up at 11,800. Listen, there is a bejesus amount, all right, a bejesus amount of tether that's out there that can just of the market makers that they can run this thing all the way, right? Yeah, it's the halving. Yes, the halving. You're right, JC. Heat. You're correct. So this this just I still think once we get the halving, we fill the gaps, guys. We know we fill the gap. All right, and why is that? There is a gap at 11,800, right? So there's a gap at 11,800, and then there's a gap at 3,500, right? And all gaps get filled, right? All of the gaps get filled. So, I mean, honestly, I'll get one more thing. Let me add something else in here. We are getting close huge move. Like we're gonna have a huge move. Like there's gonna be a big ass move coming. We have a big ass move coming. I just can't even tell you which way. I mean, I think that the two options we have here is you're gonna get something like this, right? You're gonna get something like this to here, right? And then you're gonna get it before it hits 10K. It'll freaking dump on everybody's ass like that, right? I think you're gonna get something like this, just like screw everybody, right? And then, or you're gonna get a bearish. You're gonna get this bearish triangle setup where it's gonna roll back over here, bounce up, form into this bearish triangle, and then it's gonna just fall out, right? So I just don't know which one it's gonna be first, right? And let me look at my top side right here. Give me a second. Let me peek at some top side action. I mean, I really just don't see any other top side action. I mean, 91, 97. I see 97. Yeah, I don't think I'll stop there. That 94. Double top would be interesting. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I just can't. Yeah, and this would be some kind of fake out to kill all the shorts and then load up. It could do a double top too. I mean, it could do. We could put in a double top. You know, we could put in a double top. Okay, but here the play. The play is just catch the breakout. That's all it is, right? The play is don't sleep and catch the breakout or breakdown. It's that simple. Come on, guys, it's easy. So easy. Sleep is so overrated. I'm going to swap these. It could even go higher, go up like that. Crypto Viking, that's the hash ribbons. Hash ribbons, buddy. That one. Okay. There it is. And this video was way, way, way too long. I'm the Vamp. It's been my pleasure, boys and girls. Listen, just be safe out there. This is going to be some crazy, crazy, buckle up your damn seatbelts, right? There we go. Love it. I'm out.